7. It's going to be a new install, of course, on the virtual machine. As you can tell, it's a lot smaller. Once it updates, the graphics, all that good stuff, the screen should actually go full screen, be a full-blown Windows 7 inside virtual machining, what they call virtual box. I'm going to pause this so the video don't get real long, otherwise we're going to have a really long video. Well, here we go. That'll work. Alright, we go down here, click accept, next. It's pretty simple. We don't want to upgrade because it's a new install. It's on a 51 gig hard drive allocated on my 1.5 terabyte. We'll click next. This could take up to 2 hours once it installs, due to the fact that it's got to actually update all the drivers, get your internet working. Once you get it online, then Windows 7 will actually want to update itself again, get all your updates and everything, get your virus program put on. I recommend, for a free version you can use AVG, Microsoft Security Essentials, and both of them you can find at download.com, CNET, from CNET. This is going to be a Windows 7 64-bit. I'm going to pause this and let it get finished, and then once it's finished I'll start it back up. As you can see, we're at 25%, moving right along. See, this is a virtual mode. As you can tell, this is actually Windows 7 installing, and this over here is actually Windows 7 already installed. It's done virtual box. I'm going to pause it again until they get a little further along, otherwise it's going to be a really long video. Yeah, we are at 96% now, so it's taking a pretty good while. Go full screen so you can see it. Running a little slow being in virtual memory. I'm sharing 4 gigs of RAM on 2 operating systems, so it's 2 gigs each. And once it gets installing the features, then it'll install the updates. If it picks up that it can get on the internet, then it'll complete the installation. Once it does that, it'll go in and want to adjust your screen. Then you have to enter your product key code. See, once it gets the expanding Windows file, it does pretty good. Now to restart, and I'll just leave the CD in. let it tell me what it wants. See, remember now, this is virtual mode. Just leave the CD in, it'll skip it or use it one. There's no need to mess with it. Now it'll go through a bunch of series of questions asking, what time zone you're in. You can answer all these. I don't think you can skip too many of them. You can skip the update now till you know you're online, or you want to log in first and test it out, yada yada yada. It's going to start all of its services. The only good thing about a new install is this sure is a lot faster. Once it gets on, it'll, as you can tell, how the screen is still small, so it's not picking up the graphics card completely yet. That usually happens right before the final restart. It'll say adjusting screen or something. Now it's going to restart again. We could take the DVD out. It probably wouldn't hurt it. This should be the final step to where we put in all the information of the user, your time zone, your product key code, and actually tell Windows 7 that it is your Windows. And I think if you don't have a product key code, it'll run, but it's limited, very limited. Now this is basically a new install. I didn't upgrade it. I just put it on a virtual disk, actually a virtual box. It's just 50 gigs on the hard drive. So now we just type in your username. Type in let's get over here. Since my other one's already that name, don't really need a pass. I don't need a password. The only user on the account. Type in the key code now. Which is, for me, will be Central US Canada. This is a private or any other network. The home network being if it's at home, it'll give you more advantages. As you can see, I'm going to prepare your desktop. It should be pretty simple, pretty blank. make it full screen. That's what this one is. Widescreen. We'll keep the changes.